All right, guys, so it looks like we have plenty of germination here on the collards and the cabbage on our secret experimental throw and go. Throw seeds and throw dirt on it. It's quite intensively planted, so maybe the weak ones will die out. I don't know, but I only have so much planting space here. But we got quite the germination. The spinach takes longer to come up, but it is coming up. Now, there's a lot of, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a lot germinating in here. But the seeds are bigger and there are fewer of them, so they're going to be more sparsely populated through this part of the bed. But it worked, and this, compared to our nicely planted seed rows, and we actually have more germination. Now the carrots did quite well. They're all coming up. But over here they're planted nice neat rows. And so we will see what happens. And I'm gonna have to, as these get bigger, I'm gonna have to do something different over here like I did over there, and putting up some kind of barrier for the chickens. But just a little update on the experimental throw and go. Okay guys, this is another update from the little Dusty Goat tiny farm, micro homestead, whatever you want to call it. But I wanted to get some more veggies in the ground and utilize that bed and then that bed over there. So I wanted a cheap and inexpensive way to put up a fence around this thing. We had some down limbs, so I just got the chainsaw out and cut them up. And they're only a foot in the ground because I didn't want to have trouble pulling them up. But the chickens, they just will not stay out of my flower beds. So I had to come up with a way to utilize to keep them out of the bed. So this is what I came up with myself. I didn't see this anywhere. I had some twine laying around from the properties I'd used it out there when we first bought it to run off some lines about where we want to get it cleared. And so I used it around the flower bed. I've got some more squash and some more lettuce planted here. I'm using our compost, and you had seen a video earlier of us amending the soil. I amended it again, tilled it up again, and then utilized just this twine and just didn't measure anything. Just stuck these limbs, which are small trunks or small limbs, down the ground about a foot, and then I just put twine up. Now there's some bank line here, you can't see it, but that bank line I keep in my go bag. I use that bank line on camping trips for all kinds of stuff, and it's in my emergency go bag. Now it's quite useful, but I didn't do any specific pattern. But I read somewhere about 10 years ago that chickens don't like regular patterns, so I didn't measure anything. But the white twine you can see, the black twine you can't, or I have a hard time doing it. But you see, so I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's got bank line over here all the way down to the ground. I've been sitting out here watching them, and so far, even with the black line on this side, they have not been able to get in. They have tried, but I didn't want to go out and spend $100 on hardware cloth or fencing or anything like that. Just didn't want to spend the money. So it doesn't look the best, but I'm not going to build a bunch of infrastructure here and then let's get rid of this house, and when we move out on the property, I'm just not going to spend the money on it. So right now we're going ghetto self-sufficiency type stuff. Hey baby, You're Princess Macy Moo Moo.
Yeah.
Moo Moo is her nickname if people don't know. But
and this is my baby Rosie.
it is.
Yeah.
I know. There's a woolly booger over there. But anyway, so far the chickens have not gone in past 30 minutes watching them. Don't mess with that, baby. So I've just planted some squash and some more lettuce in here, and hopefully it keeps them out. But just another little update. All right, say bye to everybody.